So what do we got going on today?
Well, we've got the 4th annual California Surf Day that we proclamated up in Sacramento with a group of us locals. And then it's celebrated up and down the coast from Santa Cruz to San Diego. But we are the original Surf City proclamated sport of surfing, along with the state and the United States.
So tell my audience your story, Jericho, and then we'll go with Rocky's story on being a surfer.
Oh God, he was a baby. No, I've been surfing all my life ever since I was a teenager, a local here at Huntington Pier, a U.S. champion, and I did the world tour, and I was the first World Pro Tour woman for professional surfing that's going on today here with the WSL.
Well, and what an honor it is to be next to a living legend that is still, not only has pushed surfing and brought it to what it is today, but continues to do so much work for surfing and our wonderful sport that provides so much for all of us, right? On a whole bunch of different levels. Surfing, getting in the ocean is such a healing, wonderful sport that unites us all. And so really stoked to be friends with somebody who's just such a magnificent person, and you know, we've been friends for over the years, and just you know, have somebody like that support you through, like for instance my career and what I've done. It's really cool to be in that tribe where you have that accessibility to people that really laid the groundwork for all of us to enjoy what we have today.
Oh, that's cool. Plus,
That's super cool.
you know, we've got the local people here represented on the beach today for California Surf Day, and Surfrider Foundation. So we're representing the whole sport, you know, culturally, competitively, family and kids growing up, and all that kind of education and awareness.
Well, give a shout out to Instagram and Facebook. So Rocky McKinnon for Instagram, and McKinnon Surf and Sup Lessons. And what's your brand there on Instagram and Facebook, Jericho?
So I'm fortunate to be able to conduct surf lessons, contracted with the city of Huntington Beach, McKinnon Surf and Sup Lessons. You can find me on McKinnonSurfandSupLessons.com. I have a beautiful stretch of beach right here on the north side of the pier, able to do surf lessons, and also have the first adaptive surfing program that I brought to Huntington Beach, where I could take out the special needs community surfing out there. And I also feel that surfing, if you have the passion to get in the ocean, I want to fulfill that. And so I have a wide range of boards and equipment and knowledge to get some of those people out there that may have some different type of special need.
So come check
I could get them out. I could get them out in the water. So really cool with that. Really cool to be able to be a part of that and be able to take people out and get them surfing and share my passion with everybody out there.
So Jericho, do you have anybody you want to do a shout out to?
Oh yeah, all my family and friends up and down the coast. We represent the coast of California all our lives, surfing up and down. And hello everybody, happy California Surf Day, and stop, drop, and surf.
Right
Yeah.
on.
Get out in the water.
There you go, guys. So make sure you follow Surfers Web Show on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and definitely follow Jericho and Rocky McKinnon. Ciao, baby. Mahalo.
My surfing experience, I started in Hawaii. Been surfing for quite some time. I enjoy surfing. And it's kind of ironic. Surfing out here, how did I get involved with Surfrider? I was out paddling around trying to get back into the beach when this big plastic trash can bag wrapped around my arm. And so as I'm paddling in, I see this pop-up tent, and went up to the tent and I said, "What do you guys do?" They said, we clean up the beach. And I said, at that point in time, I said, I'm in. So that was 18 years ago. I've been doing things for Surfrider like beach cleanups. We've been expanding Surfrider here in Huntington Seal Beach to where we have schools like Huntington, all 4 of the high schools, our Surfrider clubs, We have campaigns not just in beach cleanups, we also have ocean-friendly gardens. It's a program that we teach people how to plant drought-tolerant plants. What we're trying to do there is make sure that you're not using so much water. And here we go again, another drought here in California. So let's make your yard look beautiful, but let's not use that much water. So that's one of our programs. Another one is ocean-friendly restaurants. What do we do with that? What we're trying to do with that is to get restaurants, institutions, people that are buying to-go items, that leave their straws, their styrofoam, all that stuff, and maybe never make the trash can. Well, guess what, folks? It ends up in the ocean. And that's one of the things that takes place. So we're trying to get the mindset of restaurants to start looking at sustainable products, things like ocean degradable straws. We're looking at products to get rid of the styrofoam. So a lot of this is compostable, biodegradable, and that's what we try to do, is educate people in that particular. Much more. You ought to go to our website. It's www.hsbsurfrider.com and take a look at what we do. We really invite you to come out. We're always looking for volunteers.
So tell my audience all about your life as a surfer. So when did you first start surfing?
When I started surfing, well, now I'm going to give up the show. I started surfing back in 1963. I actually started here in Seal Beach, which is down in Huntington, a place called the San Gabriel River, as better known as Bray Bay. So I was one of those that started there. I surfed in Hawaii, also anywhere that we could go up and down the coast. Back then, we didn't have surf line. We had what we called surf and safari. That's when you got in the car, you kind of try to find out where the swells are coming from. If we noticed in one beach that it's moving north, we're going, that's a south swell. So that's how we go out and find the south beaches. Same thing with west-facing beaches like Hermosa, Redondo. When they're coming in and we see that the surf is there, that was our indicator to go down and surf. So I've been surfing for, like I said, 62, 63, and I'm still surfing. So if you want to guess my age, what is it now? I'm still healthy and I'm still out in the water. I love surfing. It'll keep you as young as you possibly want to be. So I encourage it. I've done it many times in different parts of the country. Actually surfed on the East Coast. I've surfed obviously in Mexico, Canada, Michigan, a place called Lake Shore, where there was waves done because of wind waves, and also freighters that created these waves. Colder than hell up there, but we did it. So, never had a wetsuit until I went to college, and I was up in, got a scholarship to Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. Didn't realize how cold it was up there, but that was a turning point. I thought I'd better find a wetsuit quickly. So, a lot of things happened in my surfing experience, and met a lot of good people.
Definitely. And this week, actually right on the other side of the pier, we have the U.S. Open of Surfing. So I'm going to be heading over there this afternoon to take some videos. So thank you so much for being a part of this day and a part of the Ohana of Surfrider.
Very welcome. Thank you, Cindy.
Mahalo.
Oh, wow, it's awesome. Well, California Surfing Day doesn't get any better than this, right? I mean, look at this. It's the blue sky, the sun's out, waves are good today. We have the U.S. Open of Surfing back in town here in September, when and where it belongs. Not during the middle of summer when the waves are small. So California Surfing Day, this is our heritage. This is our day to be celebrated here in California. Stop, drop, and surf. And it just with a handful of people got it started, you know, and it went up to, you know, Sacramento, and now it is California's recognized day, and Huntington Beach has this recognized as a day also. So it is wonderful, and I got involved with this a few years ago through Surfrider Foundation, where we started putting our tents up here next to the pier. where we'd be interviewed by all the different local TV stations and all of that. Like, hey, what's this California Surfing Day all about? And we tell them it's our sport, it's our heritage, and that's why we're here celebrating it today. And it's 4 years now in the making, and it's going to continue to go on, be passed on to all the Groms and everybody else that surfs or who wants to surf. This is our day.
So tell my audience your surfing story. When did you start surfing, and what inspires you to go out there and catch some gnar?
Oh my gosh. I started surfing, I think this is now my 50th year, believe it or not.
Woo-hoo.
And yeah, I'm only 30, so how does that, I'm kidding. So 50 years now of surfing. And I started because my dad loved the ocean, he loved the waves. He himself was not a surfer. But in 1968 or 67, I'm trying to remember now, we went and saw The Endless Summer. And we saw it at Palos Verdes High School gym. This is when they used to barnstorm around, taking the movies around, and Bruce Brown and all the guys, Robert August, they were all there at the little gymnasium there at Palos Verdes High School. So we got to see them, got to meet them, and that stoked my interest in going to the beach. My dad went down to the beach, and we went down to all the coves in Palos Verdes, body surfing and all that. And then in '68, late 68, early 69, we moved here to Huntington Beach, Fountain Valley area, and in 71 started surfing on a big red infinity surfboard, 7'1", and I can never forget the very first time I actually stood up and rode the face of the wave. What a feeling. And so I've been stoked on it ever since, and for 17 years I was the middle school surf coach for Talbert Middle School, where we went to the NSSAs. I've taught thousands of kids how to surf, and it's in my blood now.
And you actually were one of my helpers at my surf lesson.
That's
a
right.
couple months ago.
That's right.
Helped me do that first pop-up. That was pretty amazing.
Cindy the Connector stood up on her very first day of surfing, and man, you guys should have seen the smile on her face. If you could turn that camera around and show everybody, that would be awesome. But it was like, it went from ear to ear, and she was stoked. And there's nothing like flying across the face of a wave, because you do feel like you are flying.
So tell us a little bit more about the Surfrider Foundation of Huntington Beach, Seal Beach.
Wow. Well, our foundation is here. We're one of the chapters. There's over 80 chapters, and then another 80 high school and college clubs around the United States. Our chapter mission is to protect the world's ocean, beaches, and waves for everybody to enjoy. And what that means is we're out here conducting beach cleanups on a regular basis. We're cleaning up Huntington Harbor on a regular basis. We have the adopted channel here where we've adopted part of the Santa Ana River that we clean up on a regular basis. And besides that, we also get out and have outreach, community outreach, where we're working with the high schools and the middle schools and talking to them and educating them on the harms that plastic and trash can do to the environment. And it is really horrible what we see coming and going into the ocean. We also work trying to get legislation passed that is going to help the environment as well. So we cover all the facets of everything needed in order to protect the world's ocean, waves, and beaches for everyone.
You have a shout out for any of your colleagues over at Surfrider?
Oh my gosh, everybody that's on the executive board, shout out to you. You guys are awesome. All core volunteers like you, Cindy, and others. Man, we cannot do it without you. And all those who are actual dues paying members, thank you. Mahalo for everything that you guys have done for us. Without you and without your funds, we could not continue to do that. We wouldn't even have California Surfing Day because our world's ocean would be too polluted. So thank you to everybody out there for your help and your support in the Surfrider Foundation.
Well, go out there, guys. Celebrate California Surfing Day. Stop, drop, and surf.
Let's do
Mahalo,
it.
baby.